So we're going to talk about today, guys, is the importance of title companies and also why title companies don't sometimes all the time know it all. I said sometimes all the time because there are some good title companies out there. I've worked with probably over 20 of them within the last 8 years that I've been doing this. But guys, make sure that y'all watch this video all the way through. I'm just gonna give y'all a little perspective, all right? This isn't legal advice, but this is things that I've actually done. And not every title company knows how to do real estate investing. And I just kind of want to reiterate exactly what that is on this video. As always, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys after the intro. Let's go.
You see the leaves fall off, you thought the family tree would die, but these roots run deep below ground zero, that's the vibes. This never dies. No one knows how this all started, they just see us flex online. You play chess, we built the chessboard, every move you make is mine. And I know that's hard to hear, but that's what got us here. I got too much paper in my phone, that's facts, they just can't leave me.
So the purpose of a title company, the main reason why title companies are important. A lot of people think that they're just places that you close real estate deals. That's not true at all. The main reason why title companies are important is because they provide you insurance. And so you can assume that title companies are basically just insurance companies. And the goal of a title company is to help you get title insurance, meaning that you want to make sure that in the event that you are given this property, that you can convey your ownership in that property to another entity, to someone else, that you can refinance it, that you can borrow against it, and that you can sell it without the worry of anything popping up because you've been given an insurance policy. So a lot of people, you know, they live and they die by the title company. Let me put on my seatbelt real fast. But I want y'all to understand this. This is the important thing. Title companies are not real estate investors, meaning they have no idea how risk works. Not every deal has to be closed at a title company. You see, when a title company does a deal with you, they're gonna give you instructions on how you should do XYZ to get the title insurance policy that they're willing to provide for you. Now, what if you're dealing with 8 heirs and 3 of them don't wanna sign off? And now you're in a situation where you have this deal in front of you and you know, 5 heirs, 3 of them don't wanna sign off, you got 2 on board, then what do you do, right? So a title company won't close or fund a transaction like that until you have everybody on board. Now, let's say 2 of those heirs had 70% ownership of the property and 3 of those heirs only carry 10%, right? And so guys, that right there is what we call doing creative deals or creative deal structure. I'll say that. Essentially what the exit strategy of that is to buy those heirs out. And so guys, anybody that is an heir to a property, if you have 5 different heirs, one of the techniques that you can do is you can buy out their interest. And it's the same thing as literally giving them cash and they're giving you their deed, right? So they have a percentage ownership in that property. Percentages of ownership are basically tied to 100% in total. So if you have 5 heirs, let's say it was 3 siblings. One sibling passed away, but he had 3 children, right? And then you have the other 2 siblings that are still alive. That's 33% 0.3 repeat, 33% 0.3 repeat. And then that last 33.3% from the heir who passed away, the one sibling who had 3 children, that 33.3 repeat percentage gets split 3 ways amongst his kids. And so now you have that percentage that's there. It's small. And so guys, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but you can buy people out of ownership on those houses. It just depends on how much you're willing to do, how much risk you're willing to take. You know, so before you take on a deal like this, guys, I highly recommend that you get a preliminary title search done. And what that's basically going to do is going to tell you what could happen with that house. Now, if you know that the only thing that's holding you back is 5 heirs that aren't agreeing on the price to the property, you can separate that price point. You can raise private money to do this. There's a million different ways. Once you start doing a bunch of them, there are people that are out there that will lend you money to do deals like this. But you can start buying out interest after interest after interest. And so, you know, it's the same thing as just giving them cash. Let's say I offered them $50,000, right? So then $50,000 is going to be split 5 ways. However, 70% of that $50,000 is going to be given to the two heirs who control their 33.3% each. So then we're looking at 66% repeat that's going to be taken out of the 50%. And that's how I buy out those heirs. So I buy out the two, so I get majority ownership. Now I own 66% of this property. The other ones do not. They only own 10% each. So with that being said, now I can do what's called a suit to quiet title, and I can sue them for ownership of that house. Now, again, you know, when you do things like this, there's always risks involved. I've had these lawsuits backfire on me before, but it is something that you could definitely take some knowledge from this. You know, that's why it's called real estate investing. Investing is familiar with taking risk. So just because a title company says that they have to do things a certain way, don't let a deal go because you may not fully have thought out of the box on how to do it. And anybody can do deals like this. It just depends on how far you're willing to go, how much money you're willing to spend, and how much risk you're willing to take on. But what a title company can do for you is help you mitigate that risk. Because if you know that it's worth it and the juice is worth the squeeze, then you can make millions of dollars doing deals this way. But again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving y'all legal advice. I'm only telling y'all things that I've done from experience. And, you know, a lot of times when the lawsuit's thrown out there, most of the time, the client will just want to say, all right, well, how much money am I going to make? Boom, and walk away from it because it's cheaper to just sell than it is to fight. So that's my tip for you guys today. I hope y'all got value from that. As always, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see y'all on the next one.